Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton. Welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
And we are going down the Trust Temyoji all the way route so far. And we have just cleared the second puzzle room, so now we will be going into the AB section, unless something goes terribly wrong. The lock for the door. It says lock. Let's go. Okay.
Great. Let's do this.
3, 2, 1. So we found the body in this route, you said, right?
Yeah, the old lady's body was found at the beginning, as well as, I think, Quark,
so that means no
stuff
bombs.
was at, the exact same time or something. Or at very similar times early on in the story.
Is this another warehouse?
Looks just like the one on the last floor.
There's even a big old door in the same spot where the number 9 door is in the other warehouse.
True, but it's rusted over. I don't think it's opening anytime soon.
No lever to open it anyway, that I can see.
Well, shoot. We couldn't possibly open that with our bare hands.
Duh. How much do you think that thing weighs?
You'd have about as much luck trying to lift a pickup truck, even if it was unlocked.
I want to know what those are.
Those white doors?
Are they chromatic doors?
Yeah, seems like it.
More like achromatic doors.
I mean, look at this. It's one of those things that says lock.
Yeah, just like the ones next to the other chromatic doors.
So you're saying all the chromatic doors for the next round are white?
Yeah, they were different colors before, but...
Guess things have changed for this round.
Before we could discuss the doors any further, a familiar robotic voice crackled over the speakers.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes.
What?
One of the other teams opened the gate early.
What in the hell they do?
What do you want to bet?
We
It
haven't
was
even started
probably
that
Dio.
yet.
Yeah.
Never mind why. We just need to get back up there pronto. I'm worried about Quark. We need to hook up with Alice and Kay. The sooner the better.
Right, got
Let's
it.
go.
Dio is just never willing to wait. I don't understand why he, feels so compelled that he has to get out so quick as he does. His mission is to destroy the AB game, right?
Yeah, which, he could do with bombs or just, locking you guys in here.
Is the idea that if we all get out, the AB game is a success, therefore he failed?
Presumably, yeah.
So he's trying to prevent us from escaping.
Yeah.
But he still wants to get out himself, which is why he just hasn't blown up the facility yet.
It's, ideal for him to be the only one to escape. And, second best is probably, him and one other person or a couple of other people, and then best is nobody. Or, after that is nobody.
We returned to the Floor A warehouse to find only 2 people were waiting for us. Kay, who'd gone through the red door, and Dio, who'd gone through the green door. This is different.
Where's Quark?
We took him to the infirmary. At the moment, Alice, Phi, and Luna are looking after him.
Is he all right?
I don't know if I would describe him as all right, but apparently his condition has not worsened, if that's what you mean. He is still resting. However, we...
Good. I'm going to the infirmary.
Tenmyoji, please, wait!
Temyoji ignored Kay and took off at a run through the yellow door. So an entire team isn't here.
Well, no, there's one person from each team in here, and then everyone else is in the infirmary.
Kay and Dio were on different teams?
Yeah, it said that.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Oh dear. He's gone. There was something I needed to tell him.
Well, it's not like it matters. The girls will just tell him when he gets there. He ought to calm down once he's seen the kid.
Clover and I looked at one another, eyebrows raised.
What are they going to tell him?
Well, you see...
Yes, go on. What?
You found virus medicine in the laboratory?
Yes,
Oh,
Unfortunately, we found only a single vial.
Then we can cure Quark's Radical 6.
So it would seem.
Well, I guess we should head over to the infirmary and see how he's doing. Come on, let's go.
Right behind you.
I mean, I guess we have 45 minutes, so we have time to
Should
do that.
be fine now.
yeah.
It might take some time for him to recover fully, but the worst is over.
Luna's voice was quiet as she stepped back from Quark. She held an injection gun with an empty vial. Delicately, she placed it back in the cabinet. Quark had been laid out on a crude cot and was still sound asleep. His breathing was even, and his expression was peaceful.
Sounds like
He
they
looked
already
like-
used it.
Yeah. He looked like any other child, sleeping soundly after a long day of doing whatever it is children do to amuse themselves. Any trace of the insanity he'd shown earlier was nowhere to be found.
Is he really going to be okay?
Yes. We analyzed the vial and confirmed that it was definitely Excelivir. Now that I've administered it.
The Excelivir should eradicate the virus completely given enough time, right?
Yes, that should be the case.
Hopefully Alice isn't gonna freak
Thank
out.
goodness.
Oh, you know she is.
Yeah, what a relief.
Things were looking pretty sketchy there for a while, that's for sure.
I felt some of the tension disappear from my shoulders, and I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. We weren't out of the woods yet, but at least Quark was safe. You'd think we'd be able to remember by now that this does not go well. Temyoji let out a long, shaky sigh and lowered himself onto one of the empty beds. He rubbed his hands wearily across his face, and I thought I saw the glint of tears.
Alice, you and Kay, I don't know what to say other than thanks. You saved his life. I don't know the words to tell you how much that means to me.
Oh, please. It was nothing, really. We just happened to be the ones who went through the red door.
Where is Kay? He's not in here.
He's still in the warehouse. Dio and Kay stayed behind.
They went there to wait for you guys while we came back here. We figured someone should explain what was going on so you wouldn't come back to an empty warehouse.
So Dio and Kay were the ones who opened the AB gates.
Not both of them. There was only one door open.
Well, we should get back and tell them how Quark's doing. Kay will want to know at least.
Yeah, you're right. I nodded and headed back toward the other side of the room. I was nearly there when Temyoji suddenly spoke.
That's right.
Huh?
You know that memory card we found?
This thing? Oh, I'd
Yeah.
forgotten about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I know how we can take a look at what's on it. What, you don't remember? There was a memory card just like it that we used to solve the puzzles in here.
Yeah, he's right. There's a slot next to the screen. It should work for this one, too.
Oh yeah, there it is. Right, yeah. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
There's a bunch
I
of
wanna see
arrows
what's on
pointing
it.
at it.
Okay, just give me a minute here. Yeah, hopefully it's something that like will just auto-load itself as opposed to something that would like need a keyboard and mouse, because we don't have those. Unless
Enter
it's a
password.
touchscreen. Yeah. I slid the card into the slot next to the screen. No sooner had I done so than an image of a waveform popped up on the screen.
Is there an audio file on here? Why don't we turn up the volume a bit?
Luna tapped a few things on the screen, and a bar began to move across the screen. Before long, a voice drifted out of the speakers.
This is Control. How's it going over there? Bet you missed the sound of my voice, huh? Well, I gotta be honest. It's getting pretty lonely over here, too. Feeling kinda like howling at the moon, lone wolf style. Speaking of which, I'm looking at it right now. The old girl is beautiful. Never seen a moon this full. And that color. Whew. Tonight's that eclipse, remember? What a way to end 2028, huh? The moon's this amazing red. If it wasn't so beautiful, it'd be kind of ominous. Wish you guys could see it too, but... sorry, forgot. You're supposed to be on Mars, aren't you? So, how are Phobos and Deimos looking right now? Sure hope I'll get to look up at them someday, too. Anyway, over. Hey, something wrong? Talk to me, guys. What, you gonna play hard to get because we haven't talked in so long? Enough jokes, all right? Knock it off. Where are you guys? Is there something wrong with the radio? You're saying everything's green? Well then, what the hell's going on here? Why aren't they responding? No, the video feed's online. Look, you can see all 9 of them, 3 at each table. What? Someone hacked our feed? What do you mean this isn't live? An old clip on repeat? Who would do that? What in the hell is happening here? This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. Please come in. I'm asking you to respond.
This is...
Oh, thank God. You really had me worried there. What happened?
6 of us are... dead.
What?
Counting myself, there are only 3 left.
How? Why are...
They were killed.
What?
I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them. Not just these 6. All of them. All 6 billion. Soon, I will have killed 6 billion people.
Are you there? Respond! Damn it. This is Control. I repeat, this is Control. We have an emergency situation. We have an unconfirmed report of 6 deceased test subjects. Deploy rescue and escort teams to the test site immediately. Shit. What the hell happened in there?
So, well, that's just complicated things.
Yeah.
We're on Mars?
Well, that's what the recording's from, so...
This recording would seem to indicate that we are on Mars. That we are test subjects on Mars.
Well,
in a facility that's been hijacked.
Yeah, it sounds like this is a different, thing, though, because 6 people are already dead out of the 9 that were there.
It is. Is it possible that this is from a different timeline?
It could be, but then who would be the woman speaking?
That's what I was trying to think about. At first I thought it was Phi, but the more I heard the voice, the more I thought, is it not Phi? It's kind of hard for me to tell.
I don't think it was any voice actor that, the same voice actor, so...
In that case, it could be the woman, the old woman?
Maybe.
From a timeline where she's not dead?
Yeah, or,
And of course, they could have been wrong about 6 people being dead. They might not have understood the situation properly. So they might have thought 6 people were dead who really weren't. Who had just been, incapacitated.
Yeah.
And they could have also been getting something mixed up, because whoever it was, they seemed to think they were responsible for, I'm guessing, the Radical 6 plague?
Probably.
That they must have knowledge of alternate worlds then, because you'd think that the controller monitoring, would clock something if the Radical 6 plague had wiped out 6 billion people.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she was just aware of that happening somewhere else some other time. That's really weird. Where did this recording come from? Is that it?
Yes.
What on earth was that?
I guess it wasn't on Earth. Any ideas? I got only frowns and shaken heads in response. Only one person showed a reaction other than stunned confusion. Temyoji. Long after the audio ended, he stared at the screen deep in thought.
Do you know something, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, I think I know what that was. It's probably a transmission from the Mars mission test site.
Mars? I'm sorry, what? You mean some kind of space travel?
What kind of test site was it?
Did you know that the government is developing spaceships with particle annihilation engines? These ships would be able to get humans to Mars a lot faster than old chemical rockets. But they don't want to just send a manned Mars mission off half-cocked. That was the idea behind this test. They built a whole complex on this old Air Force base in Nevada. The idea was that it would be a simulation of a manned mission to Mars with a crew of 9 men and women. They'd monitor the whole thing and use that data to plan the real mission.
Oh, okay. So what we just listened to was a transmission from that project.
Yeah.
Why is something like that here?
Don't know why. We found it in the safe. No explanation. Dollars to donuts, it's got something to do with Zero's plan.
You mean we were meant to hear what was on that card?
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, but how exactly do you know about all this?
Oh, about the simulated Mars mission?
Yes.
I was involved with the project.
Involved?
Now, the intent was to create as accurate a simulation as possible. That meant we'd need to simulate the radio silence we'd experienced during conjunction.
What's a conjunction?
It means two things in space are close to each other. In this case, we're talking about a superior conjunction, where Mars and Earth are on the exact opposite sides of the Sun. So unless we've got some sort of relay, there'll be a period of time where we won't be able to communicate with each other. What we heard on that card was when the simulated conjunction was scheduled to end.
That's when they died.
No, we don't know that. They could have died long before that conversation. All we know is that's when it was discovered.
So 6 of the test subjects died, right?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what she said? There was something about how she didn't just kill 6 people. She said 6 billion. What the heck did she mean by that?
Just what the hell happened there?
Temyoji frowned and looked down at the floor. We were all silent as he paced slowly back and forth across the room. At last he stopped, raised his head, and spoke.
The truth is that there's a chance a virus escaped from the test site.
A virus? Wait, you don't mean...
How did it even get there to begin with?
Yeah. Radical 6.
Especially if it's, like,
What? How
designed
can that
by
be?
people. Why would they target that, like, area?
I'm just telling you what I know, okay? Nobody's sure how Radical 6 got in there in the first place, but...
If Free the Soul or whoever, like, designed it, then why would they choose there to put it in?
Yeah, I don't know. Unless, I mean, maybe she was part of Free the Soul and part of the project coincidentally? Nah, that would be too much of a coincidence, wouldn't it?
One of the subjects might have been infected when they entered, or the virus itself might have been an intentional part of the simulation. The test site deaths became the index case for a pandemic.
You'd think if he was involved in the project to this extent, he would... Well, I guess it depends what his involvement is.
Anyway, prevailing wisdom says it got out somehow, and once it was out, it spread pretty quick. All across the planet.
And it killed 6 billion people?
No, not directly. Best numbers put only a third or so of those deaths as directly caused by Radical 6. The other 4 billion died from the collapse caused by the deaths of that first third. The whole world just fell apart.
Wow. Damn. I have a lot of questions. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start knowing where to start. Well, no, take that back. Explain that date. Unless I heard this wrong, the day the Radical 6 got out was December 31st, 2028.
Yeah.
But the day I got grabbed by the guy in the gas mask was December 25th, 2028.
Me too. Christmas Day.
I was kidnapped on Christmas, too.
Clover and I were taken 3 days earlier, on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Then you see what I'm saying, right? That recording was made close to a week after we were all picked up. What the hell is going on here? That thing is from the future.
You see...
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game
Oh, of course.
All players, please.
So we're not going to be able to hear from him in
vote.
time.
We're out of time. We need to go back to the warehouse.
Wait! You haven't answered!
Don't care. I need more than 10 minutes to explain everything. Half-assing it is just going to make you more confused. Now get moving.
But-
It's enough! Shut your damn hole or I'm picking Betray!
Hey, come on now.
That's quite severe.
Do what you want, but I need to get back to the AP rooms. I'd like to stay with Quark, but he seems to be...
I'll stay
Oops.
here with him. Fi can do the voting for our pair. I can trust her. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, even if you were paired with Dio, you'd let him do it.
Well, if you'd be willing to do that, I'd be much obliged. Thanks, Luna. Take good care of him.
Of course. I'll make sure everything goes fine.
Temyoji gave her one last nod, then turned and dashed out of the infirmary. So I guess we're gonna have to ally if we want answers out of him. Well, that's that, I guess. We should probably be going too.
Yes. We'll just have to wait to hear the rest of what he has to say later.
I'd rather just get it all out in the open now, but there's not much we can do.
Let's get going then.
Yeah, same. We returned to the warehouse to find only Kay. I explained what had happened with Quark, then glanced around the room. Hey, where's Dio?
He has gone into his AB room.
Already?
Indeed.
Then he opened the first AB gate, right?
Of course.
This is bad. I won't be able to talk with him. This is going to limit my choices.
You've only got one BP left, don't you?
Yeah, you betray.
Yeah. Luna's the same.
Even if you talk to him, doesn't matter. You're against Dio, you betray.
If Vi chooses ally and Dio picks betray...
Fi and Luna will be penalized.
I don't have a choice. I'll have to pick betray. The risk with ally is just too high.
Hey, Alice, don't you have one BP too?
That's right. But Kay and I will be playing against Quark.
And he'll just default to ally. I guess you don't need to worry about getting penalized then, huh?
But what if Alice and Kay choose betray?
You needn't worry. That will not happen. Even though, as you have told me, Quark is recovering, he is still weak. Moreover, he is only a child. To betray an innocent child would be...
Yeah, that would be unthinkable. Even if you ignore his age or condition, it's hardly fair to take advantage of someone who can't vote.
Mm-hmm. It's rich coming from you. So he'll vote to ally?
Yes.
Of course.
Well then, shall we go?
Yes.
Kay and Alice nodded to one another and disappeared into the AB room second from the right. Now we're also gonna die if Temyoji betrays us. So he's pretty much got an ally, I would think. Without saying anything, Fi turned and walked into the room just left of theirs. That left only myself, Clover, and Temyoji.
Do you remember what you said to me when you chose the blue door? Something about how you'd convince me to choose ally?
Yes, well, my convincing argument is this. If I ally and you betray, I'm gonna die. And then everyone else is gonna kill you.
Seems like now would be the time to let me know how you're going to convince me.
Well, it's not that complicated. I promise you that Clover and I will vote ally. That's it, pretty much. I had a more logical argument, but sure.
Well, yeah, I think he's saying the same thing indirectly.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, because he's saying if he's guaranteeing that they'll vote ally, then Temyoji knows that if there's a chance we're telling the truth, he'll kill us.
And you figure I'll believe you because you've only got one BP. Once you've told me that you plan to ally, I won't be able to choose betray. Since if you're telling the truth...
You'll kill me.
Not a bad plan, but it assumes that I've taken killing you off the table. Seems like a risky bet for you.
I disagree.
Why is that?
Clover's BP is 6. If you ally and we betray, then she'd have enough points to escape, right? She could run off through the number 9 door as soon as this round is over.
I'd never...
That's easy for you to say. But think about it from my perspective. Sure, you might not. But you also might. If I guess wrong, that's a pretty big loss for me.
Well, what if Clover tries to seduce you to get what she wants?
Then she'll get what she wants. What?
Huh?
That's just an example. What I'm trying to say is that once you two are in that room, Clover might try and make some sort of bargain with you.
I hope so.
I'm asking what you're going to do if that happens. Are you sure you'll still choose Ally?
Seduce me, huh?
Hey! What are you staring at, you perv? There's no way on earth I'd do anything like that! Ugh! As if! In your dreams, creep!
Well, that's that then. Not gonna lie though, I'm a little disappointed.
So I can trust you. You're gonna choose Ally.
Yeah,
You can trust us.
Promise.
of course.
We promise.
All right. I guess I'll vote Ally too then.
This is gonna make for interesting
3
dialogue in the
minutes
we choose
remain
betray
until
route.
Ambidex game polling closes.
Because it makes absolutely no
Looks like
sense.
we don't have much time left. I'm trusting you.
I'm trusting you too. Temioji gave us a curt nod, then turned and strode into the second AB room from the left. Right. Well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking about whether or not there's any possibility that he will in fact just press betray. Is it possible that he might want to just kill us?
Well, considering his affiliation with Quark, I doubt he'd leave without Quark. So
Hey, Sigma.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something.
What's up?
Could you pick betray for me?
What?
I mean, I could try and, tackle you. But you're so big and strong, you'd probably just throw me on the ground and that'd be it.
She's just toying with us now. Yeah, well,
So I thought I might as well just ask you really nicely. Oh, I mean, I'd be happy to, pay you back. If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
just hit the button now. Anything?
Yep, anything. So think carefully, okay?
Press the button now so we can use the rest of the 40 minutes
You
wisely.
choose ally. You're trusting him with your life.
it's
Or
less
actually,
than
how long
10
do we have
minutes.
left? Less
It
than
was
10 minutes?
in the infirmary, so
Oh,
not very
God.
long.
No, not long at all. But you know, I'll take it. Nothing. Yeah, if he chooses betray, it's all over.
Huh? Are you really sure you can trust that old fart?
Hey now, that's not very nice.
The only safe choice is to pick betray.
But if he chooses ally and we don't,
Then I'll have 9 BP.
and you'll leave with Alice without Alice?
But you don't need to worry about that. Even if I do get 9 BP, I won't just go and open the number 9 door all by myself. I mean, Alice wouldn't have 9 points yet. And I can't leave her behind.
It seems very unusual if she's being serious, unless she's just toying with us.
Please? Will you pick betray?
It seems pretty
40
risky to toy
seconds
with you
remain
about the
until
Index game
Ambidex
stuff.
game polling
Yeah.
closes.
I think she's being serious.
Yeah. When I first saw that, I was really confused why Clover changed personality so quickly.
Yeah. Huh. Unless this is like a radical, like a mutation of Radical 6 that she's got. The voting machine was right in front of me. I didn't have much time left to think. Would I keep my promise to Temioji and pick ally? Or would I betray him for Clover and...
If you just pick betray for me, then I'll listen to anything you say.
Yeah, but after you pick betray, then she doesn't actually have any incentive to go through with that promise, does she? Plus, as soon as she can go out, she needs to, or else other people are going to stop her.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, there was only one possible answer.
Betray.
2, 1.
On the very slim chance that something will come of it. But we will have to decide whether or not we are going to go with Temyoji or fall prey to Clover seductions in the next episode. In the meanwhile, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.